Hey everyone, I'm John.
And I'm Zack.
And welcome to those... Nope.
Cold open.
I blanked for a half a second that we were saying something different. That's...
We're those Dramiansers.
Yeah, I know.
Still.
Take two. Hey
Hibbity
everyone.
bibbity.
You motherfucker.
You're listening to Those Dramiansers with your hosts, Jon and Zack.
Hey everyone, I'm John.
And I'm Zack.
And welcome to Those Dramiansers, where we drink whiskey.
And talk about it.
For everything Those Dramiansers, be sure to visit thosedramiansers.com. You can find our social media links, our Patreon page, the order form for our hats, and the link to Zack's favorite site.
John, are you referring to Dramit.threadless.com, a site that is absolutely chock full of amazing goodies that are also happen to be things that you can wear because they are clothes?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, cool. People should check that out. Because that money's going to help put our kids through college, maybe. Or at least pay for new microphones.
Hopefully. That'd be a nice thing.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Everyone buy a shirt. Love you.
And then take a picture of it and tag us.
Yeah.
If you're interested in sponsoring the show, want us to do an ad for your product, or would like us to try your product on the show, send us a DM or an email. Hi.
Hi.
All right. So for this episode, this is dropping on the 15th. Is that a Wednesday? I think February 15th, day after Valentine's Day. Figured since it was right around that holiday, we wanted to do something Valentine's Day. I don't know. They don't make a Valentine's Day whiskey. I don't know what to tell you. Liberty Pole, get on that. We don't.
Tastes like chocolates.
Yes. So there are different types. Right? I mean, different things you could have done. There are a lot of like chocolate malted, whiskeys and stuff. I don't own any of those and didn't have time to go look. But what I did have was the Four Roses.
Four Roses.
That shockingly I had to go back and look because I was like, I don't want to redo something we've already reviewed. We haven't done this one yet. And I don't know why, because I've had this one for years. So today we are going to be reviewing Four Roses Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, the 100 proof. So to most of our whiskey fans, there's a single barrel proof, and they make 10 of those because it's all 10 recipes that they do for this particular whiskey. But just the plain single barrel 100 proof. I had to look it up because I couldn't remember exactly which one it is. They label all their different recipes, right? This one that you can get for, I think it was like $50 at Fine Wine now. It went up. Everything at Fine Wine Good Spirits went up recently.
I saw that.
$47. This particular one, the single barrel 100 proof, and mine, I've had it for a while, Warehouse SN barrel number 29-4U. This recipe is the OBSV.
Okay.
What does that mean? That is just one of the 10 strains or 10 recipes that they do. And here's how it's broken up. So all the recipes have O and S in them. O is the first letter, S is the third, right? O stands for that it's made at Four Roses. S represents straight whiskey. So the other two letters depend on which mash bill they're using and which yeast strain, because they use 5 different yeast strains in their 10 recipes. So we have OBSV, which is OB, so mash bill B, which is 60% corn, 35% rye, 5% malted barley, so higher rye. And then V is the yeast strain V that they use, which according to them is more delicate fruit.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So for if you're curious about the rest of them, the other mash bill is E. So instead of OB, you could get an OE. And the E one is a higher corn. So it's 75% corn, 20% rye, 5% malted barley.
Can you get an OEO? Sorry.
No, because it's OES. And then the yeast strains are V, K, O, Q, and F.
F.
V, which is this one again, was delicate fruit. K is slight spice. O is rich fruit. Q is floral essence. F, herbal notes. So I know there's a bunch of other the bigger podcasts that are down south. Some of them have done like March Madness with all 10, kind of thing.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't own all 10, so
Not
anyway.
yet.
Yeah,
Growth mindset, John.
exactly.
You're a teacher.
Yet, yes. So the standard one that you can pick up at the store pretty much all the time, I believe so. I don't know anymore. Like I said, I've had this one for a while. Is the OBSV. So, and it's 100 proof, like I said. So, let's drink it.
Drink. Shot.
Well, while I'm pouring, wait a minute.
There it is.
But while I'm pouring, and while you're pouring,
Cheers.
just go right ahead and do your gorgeous.
Oh, my gorgeous. Well, off the bat, I'm just going to say Four Roses gets a gorgeous from me because, first of all, it's a classic bottle. It's a classic look. It's a classic label. Four Roses. Everyone knows what Four Roses looks like, even if they've never drank it before. They know Four Roses. A delicate little illustration of the four roses, as per the name. I've decided today I'm just going to be throwing terrible British accents in randomly. That's going to be today's fun thing for Tomas to edit around. And I also love that they have the logo actually in the glass. And then they die cut the sticker to actually match the ridges of the logo below it. It's also a different shaped bottle. You don't see many bottles shaped like this.
No, I don't know what like the name. This is bad. This is probably the next show we need to do is like the actual names of the different types of bottles. Shapes of bottles. Yeah.
And also let's not forget this delightful little leather strap. Maybe it's felt, but it feels like leather.
Definitely feels like it.
That's beautifully embroidered and embossed, and that carries their little tag with some info about the bottle, as well as a picture of the distillery. Yeah, this gets a gorgeous from me. It's a classic.
Cool.
Now let's see how it drinks. I'm very tired today, in case you couldn't tell. I have my silly pants on.
We're usually recording late at night anyway, so being tired is pretty much par for the course.
Tis. Also, Mario.
Incorrect, sir.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Give another try.
Sonic?
Yep. Sonic rings. I've had that ringtone for years from my text messages.
Well, now we've accidentally added an official tie-in to the Mario movie and the previous Sonic movies, and so now they have to send us money.
We will take it. All right, so I love this nose.
Thank you. My mother gave it to me. But
like I love the where did that go? Too many sites open. Delicate fruit is what the yeast strain, right? The V, and I get that. It's got those classic bourbon notes, the fruity, the vanilla,
bourbon, yeah.
And like the alcohol gives a little bit of like a floral. More fruit than anything, but I really enjoy this nose.
You know what's funny? If people didn't know we were talking about bourbon, it would just sound like a weird fetish podcast.
Oh, there's Jesus, mouthfeel.
Legs. Sweaty butt scooters.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that's what I was going to say before I got distracted by Sonic. Aaron Hyduke.
Oh,
I had a cold.
Back up. Hold on. Let me preface this. I get a text message from Aaron today when the previous episode dropped. The Smoke 'em if you got him. Zach, if you listen, had a cold. And he said he sounded like Forrest Gump. And then he talked about chocolate. And then he was dying. So, background. Okay, continue, rant.
I'm done. how dare you? I was ill. You jerk.
That's a beautiful vanilla with a little bit of like a cinnamon, like a warm cinnamon. If that makes sense. Does not drink 100 proof.
No, it does not.
Finish is kind of there. Hug's a little delayed.
Hug is delayed. There it is. You get it like at the top of the belly.
That does not taste 100 proof.
No.
Which I'm always glad when it doesn't taste. When it tastes less than what the proof is. You can taste that rye.
Yes.
As you keep drinking. But it's up front and then everything else quietly takes over.
Yeah. I was getting slight nuttiness to it too.
Okay.
Maybe my mouth is just broken. I'm sorry. I've said a lot of weird shit.
No, you're
only
good.
Like 10 minutes.
I was trying to think of what I know. I was going to try and think of what else I want to talk about. I enjoy that. He was thinking I know our original plan was to have the girls on.
Yeah.
But it just, timing. They'll be on at some point.
Timing.
Trust us. But kids. Anyway.
Yep.
So Lisa and I. So one of our teachers from our high school, when I think he started it either my senior year or after I left, but started a cultural club in Elwood, right? And it was basically, to take students to, shows, musicals and stuff that were going on in Pittsburgh, right? Get a group, if you do like a group like that, you get group rates, everything. So they got to go see a lot of shows because of him. And as they graduated, he always kept in contact with like that first group of kids, which was Lisa's class. And he's retired now. And he still has the group together. I don't think he takes students anymore. I think it's just all of us that he had. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's how we go to a lot of our shows. Mm-hmm. We don't really outright buy tickets anymore. We get them through him because he gets them for crazy. Great.
Nice.
So we've seen a couple things already this year. This ties into bourbon, I swear. We saw Hairspray when it was in town.
Classic.
And then we just saw Jagged Little Pill. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he gets upgraded.
Oh,
so we had seats on the floor, but like towards the back of on the first floor.
Yeah,
if you know the Benetton. Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes he gets upgraded for seats, and there's a front row A, right? And it's got the nice like thick like partition in front of you, and then in front of that would be the orchestra, and usually with typical theaters, orchestra sits lower, right? Well, sometimes they don't need that whole space. So what the Benetton does is they have a floor that they build and can take down so they can add more rows of seats.
Nice.
So for Hairspray, they didn't need that much space for the orchestra. It's just a pretty small orchestra. So they added a handful of rows. We got upgraded to go all the way up there. I was like, cool. I was like, I'll sitting closer. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We were front row. Front
row.
Man. In front of us was we were the last row in this new floor that they added. Mm-hmm. And then in front of our partition, I could look down and literally see the orchestra. I could probably high five the conductor. Awesome. Yeah. Like that's how close we were. And then you look straight up and from me to you, probably not me, maybe a little bit farther, maybe like me to the wall over there away was the stage.
It's amazing.
Like it was so cool. Not just because, I'll go to the front. But like there were certain things that like normally we sit up in a balcony, things that you wouldn't pinpoint up there because you're sitting up there. Like for instance, the one dancer, because the Hairspray they had all the girls had like white tights on or something.
Oh sure, sure.
Yeah, like the style of that age, that time period for that show. And the one girl literally had a knee brace on underneath it.
Oh no way!
Yeah, so you could like see like you never would have saw that sitting up there.
Sure,
I literally saw like the guy who played the main like male character, Link is his name.
Yeah,
it was like beads of sweat. I could see it, like so it was just like cool little nuances or like facial expressions that you wouldn't have caught way up there, like we saw, and so it was really kind of cool. But anyway, so we do Jagged Little Pill. We have the same row,
dude,
for Jagged Little Pill, but they didn't need any of the orchestra pit. So we were actually like third row back, but still. Because in Jagged Little Pill, the orchestra it's a band.
Okay, yeah.
More than orchestra. And they're up on stage, up on a platform.
Okay.
It's more like a rock concert-esque kind of thing.
Nice.
But anyway, so before these shows, long story short, before these shows, we go and usually have something to eat. That way we're getting down there before like a ton of traffic and we're getting parking in one of the 1,700 garages that are around there. And this last time, we went to Bakersfield. For Jagged Little Pill, we went to Bakersfield.
Nice.
Super excited. They have a massive, massive bourbon selection. If you've never been there, go downstairs. Mm-hmm. That's where the bourbon is downstairs.
Cooler atmosphere.
So I got their standard, like the Bakersfield sour. I was like, all right, yeah, your signature cocktail. They used Old Forester as the base. I didn't like it.
Oh,
no. God, it was way too sour. It had
a lot of sour mix.
Yeah, it had, I was excited about the Forester. They had, I think it was Grand Marnier, however you say that, was like also an ingredient. So I was like, oh, this sounds so good. The sours mix took over everything. I couldn't drink it. I gave it to Lisa. I was like, I can't do this. And then I switched to a Stratahan single malt. There
you go.
So I was like, give me that instead. And and just, right down. But yeah, I was, their signature cocktail was just like so soury. I don't know why,
Yeah, you got to be careful with those like cocktail mixers.
Yeah. And here's what I said. So Wiggle used to have it closed. It used to have like a tasting room / mini, like a small bar, a cocktail bar in the
Omni?
Yes, it closed. They closed it down.
Okay.
COVID and everything. They decided not to open it back up. So we used to go there when we were staying downtown for an anniversary or a birthday or something. We'd always go there and have a couple drinks. Well, what's great with that place was it was their like cocktail experimental place.
Yeah.
So they sent a lot of the bartenders that like really wanted to dive into like mixology and try different things and whatnot. Every time we went there, I literally got more free drinks than I paid for.
Amazing.
Because they were just like, hey, I want to try this new recipe. Is this something you would like? Yes. So we got a couple different things, and one of them was a traditional whiskey sour with egg whites. There's no sours mixed in it. Egg whites is in it. Ever since then, I can't drink whiskey sours because I've had it without the sours mixed. Now and that's what I had to. That's what it looked at least. I was like, they ruined me for whiskey sours because I got this one and it's something I should have been super pumped about, and that's all I could taste. And I was not happy with it. Now, pour the Stratahans, fantastic.
Oh, sure.
But,
well, yeah.
and I think it was like the pour was like $15, I think, for that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was in a rocks glass, and I just got it neat. They gave me a lot, so it was like might be like a double at least.
Okay.
Yeah, like she brought it out and was like, it probably was about 2 fingers.
That's a healthy pour.
But it was a smaller glass. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a big one. So like
so it sat higher in the glass.
It sat higher, and I feel like they probably gave me more than a normal pour. I don't know, but yeah, that was worth it. But I was kind of bummed out. So long story short, that was my experience at Bakersfield. Plus, I wanted to brag about sitting front row for those 2 shows.
Hey, brag about it, man.
Mm-hmm. But we're going to see Beetlejuice next.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
We're not sitting up front for that one. We're back farther for that one. But that's fine. But we actually found our seats, like, because we have all the tickets already. Mm-hmm. We found our seats, and I'm screwed because we're right next to this, like, the sound booth thing, because it sits out.
Yeah,
it's either sound or lights. I forget which one it is, but it sits out, and like literally, I if I sit here and I face the stage, he's right here. I said, I'm not going to watch this show.
You're going to be.
I'm going to watch
him
though.
Dude. Yep. The unsung hero.
Yeah.
The artist at work.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see Midsummer Night's Dream in Harlem.
Yeah.
For Valentine's Day.
Yeah, nice.
That's our gift to each other as we're going there. We're gonna go
Which one? Where's that? That one's at
the O'Reilly.
Yeah, I love the O'Reilly.
I love the O'Reilly.
Oh my gosh.
I like the smaller venues.
Smaller venues, the thrust stage versus a regular stage, you get around 3 sides of it, so you get way more intimate with the. We saw a couple different things, but we saw Guys and Dolls there. Oh,
I bet that was so cool.
So much fun. So much. We took my grandparents, loved it.
That's terrific.
I've seen that. I've seen Something Funny happen on the way to the Forum there, and then in middle school, I guess technically 7th grade, we were reading like a version of Don Quixote, and they were putting on a play version of it. I don't think it was like but I remember it was like a whole thing. It was a field trip. We were all excited. We went, and I swear that was part of my like reasoning on why I jumped in the stage group, because the contraptions and stuff they had for this adaptation of it was fantastic.
That's so cool.
And for years, I was like, I have no idea where we went, like where this theater was. I just knew what the front of it looked like. And randomly, obviously years ago, we just were driving through the cultural district and we passed it. And I was like, son of a bitch. That's where I saw that, So I think we're going to go see Steel Magnolias when it comes.
Ooh,
to
nice.
Rally. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But I love, Benedict and the Byam. I haven't been to the Byam in a long time.
Yeah.
Love the Cabaret.
I've never done the Cabaret.
We saw, and it only came for a little bit, Puffs, which you two would have loved that. It's Harry Potter, all 7 books, as told by Hufflepuffs.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Mm-hmm. Oh man.
So, but it's not licensed by, Rowling or anything. So they couldn't use like certain words
Right.
that were like trademarked. So like they couldn't say any of the house names. That's why they call them puffs.
Puffs.
You know what I mean? And so it was like, or the snakes, or the lions, or the, ravens, something, so it was just like, it was funny to watch them skirt around, like not being able to say certain words. But it was, oh my God, it was fantastic. But that was at the Cap, and it was so cool. Seen a couple different things there. And yeah, I like all three of them. I don't have an issue with any of them, but.
Dude, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get back out to more plays this year. I haven't done like.
Well, next time, I don't think he has any other tickets coming. I think he's pretty much done for this year. But next season, when he starts texting us about tickets, I'll message you. See if you guys want to go.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
And it's usually like pretty decent. Like,
Yeah.
Even like the expensive seats were like, I don't remember. There was a lot that came this year that we're just like, we wanted to go to all of it. So I was just like,
No, that's awesome.
just like,
Making it rain.
I don't need to pay bills, but this whiskey is fantastic. But again, reason why I wanted to bring this up, other than just to fill for time, we're going to Bridges and Bourbon before Beetlejuice.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, so I'll get a nice little look into this one.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Right on. Yeah, every time I'm downtown, I drive past it, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I've been wanting to
It's
try
right
it.
next to Bakersville.
Right next to Bakersfield.
I don't know why I thought it was in a different location, but yeah.
Yeah. In the world, I'm a very quiet person. But when we get on this show, I won't shut up.
It's fine.
But tonight, I'm just kind of like, sip. Tell me more stories, Uncle John.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Wednesday that feels like it's been a week already.
Oh yeah,
And I think that's what's doing it for me today. Is I'm just kind of like mentally shot today. Plus, normally we do this on a Thursday, so I'm like,
yeah. Sorry, I had to change up on.
no,
you.
you're
We gotta
good. You're
drive
good.
in
You're
now.
good. I'm just like,
I'm going to Topgolf on Friday.
noise.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You said you're going to Elwood tomorrow, right?
Yeah, Lisa's got family in town.
Nice. Have fun.
But I'm going to Topgolf on company dime.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Not my company though. Sherwin-Williams, the paint company, because my dad
Heck yeah.
runs a painting business,
Mm-hmm.
and he does so much like business with them that they're like sales reps and like their manager for the store in Elwood take him on stuff all the time. And so there's at least 1 or 2 times a year that like the regional salesman takes them to Topgolf.
The one down in Bridgeville?
Yeah.
Nice. Dude. I've not been there yet.
Is
it cool?
It's cool. Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 floors of driving.
I
right?
think 3.
3? Okay.
Technically. Yeah. I think
Okay,
3
3.
officially. No,
Can't
it's
count-
cool.
Can't count from the highway.
It's hard. We did the one in Vegas. That one was kind of cool.
Oh, yeah?
That one had, was it that one? Or was it ours? No, it was that one. Had TVs at the end of the driving range.
What?
Yeah. Like had like massive jumbotrons like
Oh
out
my
there so you could watch
gosh.
things while you were hitting.
As if I don't suck at golf enough. It's like, this guy's got ADHD. Let's put a giant moving picture at the back. I'm sure he's going to miss 99%.
Now I'm like,
of his
I
swings.
see why they didn't do that with this one, because
Yeah.
you see these videos now, these guys just completely just smashing their golf balls all the way out. Like, so they were
Crushing the
probably
television.
breaking the jumbotron.
Just got to put a giant plexiglass wall up in front of that stuff.
This is a quick app.
This was a quick app. It's
Unless you want
weird.
to drink something else.
We can if you want.
I
It's
got
our
no
show.
other like Valentine's-y. I'm just really enjoying this.
It's quite good.
I don't know if I might have had one variation of the barrel strength ones, which is they make all 10 recipes of the barrel strength. But oh no, I did. Yes, I did. And I messed up because it was at a whiskey fest I went to in Tennessee, and they had all local like chefs, Southern chefs, making food while you were there and everything. And we ate some like spicy meatball something or other.
Spicy meatball.
I knew you were going to go that route. Something with a lot of spice into it. And then we went and had something barrel proof right after
Ooh,
that.
no.
So I did not enjoy the pour.
No.
Yeah. I was like, who let him pick this as the food?
I love barrel proof, but oh my goodness. It
was also the same night I
spicy
had-
foods.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's also the same night I had quail. It was very good.
Ooh,
Yeah.
muy interesante.
Very well done.
Nice.
But yeah, I remember I was like so excited, and we drank it, and we were like, that was a mistake to get that first.
Yeah, that's always, you really gotta pick your pours wisely. I don't know that I would drink any whiskey straight if I was having something real spicy.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay. Weird
Live
enough.
and learn.
Weirdly enough, you know what whiskey I would actually drink? I guess technically a whiskey. It's a peanut butter whiskey. I drink Screwball with spicy food because it's
Well,
almost,
yeah.
because it's almost creamy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a little bit the other night, and I was like, "This is creamy and delicious."
Yeah.
I've been meaning to. I have a dark chocolate hot chocolate at home
Ooh.
that I want to do with a little bit of the Liberty Pole bourbon cream and Screwball,
Nice.
and make like a Reese's cup in a glass.
There you go.
Have yet to do it, but I will keep you informed. Maybe you drop
Yummy.
maybe you drop a Reese's cup and just let it sit in the bottom.
Could do that. I've seen those like the espresso machines where they'll put like a bar of chocolate or like a Kit Kat or something. You can do it with a Reese cup. And
Melts
just let
it through. That'd be funny, like a perfect hole down the middle.
Yep.
Those
I'm
always
hungry.
give me massive anxiety because I'm always like, the coffee's
It's
going to
gonna
spill.
spill.
It's going to spill.
Yeah.
It's going to get everywhere. What are you doing? You insane person. You're going to waste coffee and you're going to have to clean. I'm probably going to get Taco Bell on my way home. I'm not going to lie.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I know, right? I know we're sitting here talking about
I haven't had Taco Bell in forever.
a bit of quail, yes, the theater. I'm going to go get Taco Bell on my way home.
Oh my goodness.
Give me some of that gordita crunch.
So before we go too off the rails and Tomas completely cuts all this off, rating.
Tomas, you'll get your rating after I decide what. I'm just kidding.
What's
He's going to be
your
like,
rating?
Zach is kind of a dick. Drunk with power. Not with whiskey, oddly enough, but with power. See, when it was you, I was just kind of like, be nice to John. Be
Oh,
nice
now we have to
John.
torture him. Yes.
But now I'm just kind of like, hello. Welcome to your nightmare.
I'm gonna send him like a mwahaha gift when I send it to him.
Yes. You merely adopted the dark. I was born
Jesus Christ.
molded by it.
Oh man.
You
You're something
merely adopted the editing. Oh, rating. Haas, please.
I full-heartedly agree. It's a Haas.
This is very
Even
enjoyable.
at 47, I think this is good. I think this is one of those ones that, like, when you're building your whiskey collection, like,
It's a good one.
sure,
to just have
yeah,
at the bar.
everybody wants to have all 10 recipes of single barrel strength, but at least have this.
At least have this. Yeah.
one.
This is. You're not going to go wrong with this.
No.
This will be a crowd pleaser every time. You'll never.
beautiful.
You'll never not know what you need to drink. You know, if you're standing at the bar going, "What should I have tonight?" You'll be like, "Well, what about the Four Roses?"
Which is why I need to get higher shelving because this was tucked underneath,
Well, now it'll have a place of honor
basically.
at the top, front seat by the orchestra. It's got an upgrade, a seat upgrade. I don't know. I'm so tired. It's been such a long, short week.
All right. Any last minute thoughts?
I'm sure I'll have like 5 or 6 on the drive home.
Probably.
Be like, dang it, I should have put that in the episode. And I'll probably think of the song I should have sang for Tomas.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess there's only one thing left to say. Zachary, sir. Cheers to you.
John, my brother, cheers to you.
And
cheers to Yins.